Let's just start with some grip fighting then. So if I've got Chip, I want you just to start with no grips. I want you to try and get a collar and sleeve grip if you can. Okay. You're both trying to get that, but don't allow the other person to get it. So obviously if you've got this, you might start breaking this grip. Boom. You might go here, try and fight back, try and get a grip. Now I'm trying to get the sleeve grip. Okay, cool. Reset. Okay. So just working our way in, trying to get those collar and sleeve grips. Okay. Good. 1, 2, 3. Let's go. Cable guy. Let's break my dragon. No, exactly. Yeah, I'm going yeah. A minute. So it speeds it up. It's like a pace. Time. So, I mean, just things to think about. So a lot of stuff I'm keeping my hips back. I'm not trying to be upright. Again, my center of gravity, I don't like having high. So I'll keep my hips back and low. Obviously this does present the collars quite nicely as well. Yeah. So I'm always kind of defending this and keeping my eyes on his, well, my gaze is here on the center of his chest, but his hands, as his hands come towards, I'm parrying and moving his hands away, not allowing him to get a grip. Yeah. Some things I quite like is if he does get a grip on the collar, I know that he has to get the sleeve, right? So I'll come over the top on the other side and get the collar. Maybe I can start breaking and start coming back if you're lucky. Yeah. But if he's got one grip, I can fight back. So if he's got one collar, I can get one collar. All right, we're squared up, but we're squared up. Yeah. And then I can start working what I want to work, you know, with this collar and sleeve grip here. Yeah. Sometimes you'll get this where both are low like this and you're holding this sort of position here, trying to find an opening. Yeah. for those legs. Another thing I quite like is just to come in low. So to like fake with one and then come with an over the top. So I'll come in and I'll feint, going for a grip, and then come with the other grip, or feint and come in with a grip. Yeah. Once again, like I said before, I like having this same side grip because I can get good pull and push purchase. Yeah. And I can pull around quite nicely. So I like having that grip, that same side grip. But it's up to you. If you can get this cross grip, you know, this is powerful as well. I just think, like I say, I just feel in jiu-jitsu, you are exposing your back a little bit more. Yeah. So I like being square on with the grips. Yeah. Okay. Let's do this then. Both of you both got a collar grip, no sleeve grip just yet. Okay. The goal is to try and pick up one leg. Yeah. So once again, trying to get in to pick up one leg. Both of you are trying this. Yeah. So you're both actively trying to pick up one leg. Okay. You can use your feet as well. Like I say, you can pick up like this. Yeah. However way you want, but try and pick up one leg. Cool. Good. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Single leg. Yeah. One leg. One leg. Yeah, I like that. High crotch. Yeah. I like it, but I do it from no knee. You're saying the same side. Yeah, so I'm here. You want to try and get rid of this. Yeah, so yeah, I'm coming to this one. So I'm angling this way. I'm trying to get. Yeah. I'm angling. Yeah. That's it. Angling. Trying to move. Trying to move the step. Yeah, you bring that leg close to me, right? Yeah. Okay, time everyone. Good work. Give a bit of feedback. There we go. So we were just saying, I personally like this. Again, this is just personal thing. It's not, and it's also dependent on what's there in the time. I personally like going for the leg here on the arm side, rather than the far leg. Yeah, onto this side. I would only really go for the far leg on this side if I manage to get rid of this. Yeah. So if I've got into a position early where I've got this collar and sleeve and he hasn't got anything else on me, or he hasn't got a collar grip on me, that's when I might come through and take that far leg. Yeah, and that's when I might do that. Yeah. Otherwise, I quite like trying to get the person to walk to get the leg. Yeah. So if I'm moving around and just trying to move. As this leg comes closest to me, that's when I come down and pick the leg. Yeah, that's what I quite like doing. If you're finding things difficult being square on, come off to the side. Yeah, so I'll come off at an angle and pick the side. Yeah, quite like doing that. Okay, we're going to add one more dynamic into this, guard pulling. Okay, so you have two attacks now. You either pick the leg, single leg, or guard pull. Guard pull, what do I mean? Well, I mean sitting with a foot on their hips, or a foot on your feet in front of you, okay? And you have to unbalance the person. So you have to come here and either lift their hips or make their hand go on the floor, unbalance the person, all right? Or get into a closed guard. Yeah, so or get into a closed guard. So closed guard or unbalance. Yeah. The other person, if the guard gets pulled, yeah, try and pass. So if you get the guard pulled on you, try and get around the legs, boom, just the chest. Okay. If it goes on for too long and you're fighting and recovering, just reset. Yeah? Cool? So, single leg or a guard pull. If you do get the guard pull, you've got to unbalance straight away or close your guard. The other person, if you get guard pulled on you, you have to pass. Okay? Cool. Grab a new part. Let's give it a go. 1, 2, 3.
Should we start with the collar again?
Yep, start with the collar and sleeve this time. Whatever, collar and sleeve. Whoever's going for what. So you're both going for the leg or both going for the guard pull?
Just get a leg. Do you know that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, good.
Threw myself at you. So, sorry about this.
All good. Yeah. So, I mean, like I like. I mean, you've also got this idea of just pulling guard off of like a failed attempt. So, if I come in, I shoot for something, and he starts moving his legs back, I can then base and start bringing my feet back in for a guard pull, or vice versa. If I manage to stuff a takedown, so he starts going in, he starts coming for my legs, and I start pushing here as he starts to come back up. There's no reason why I can't start coming back down for a guard. Yeah. So it's just picking opportunities, and the more we do this, the opportunities will come up for you to do it. I mean, like, if you can get a closed guard, it's always good because, like I said, the other on Monday, it gives you another barrier to work with. Yeah, they want to pass your guard, they got to get past your legs. Yeah. If you've got a closed guard, they've first got to open your guard before they can pass. So you've got another barrier of defense there. Yeah. So that's why I was always keen with it. Everyone cool? Sweet. Let's go back to closed guard then. Crits. So on Monday we were talking about posture breaking and keeping their head down. Yeah. So come in here, holding the collar, or we were looking at wrapping the collar as well, yeah? So coming out the outside with the collar around the back to get a Bravo and get the collar broken to break their posture there, yeah? Okay, cool. So we're gonna do one round of just breaking posture again. The other person's got to try and stand up straight, okay? If they stand, the other person on the floor can still win if they're able to put their hips on the floor, the other person's hips on the floor, or hands, hips or hands, okay? So if you stand, yeah, here, if I'm able to put their hands on the floor, that's a win, yeah? Or if they stand and I'm able to put their hips on the floor, that's a win, okay? The other person, if you stand up straight, and when you stand, what I want you to do is stand and have one leg in front, so the legs are open. So as you stand up straight, and have one leg back there. In this position, you win. Person on top. Yeah? So you stand and have one foot in the middle and one leg back. Cool? Good? That's it. So we'll play that for a little bit, and then we're gonna add some other little tasks on top of that. Everyone cool? All right, let's give it a go. 1, 2, 3.
Good.
That's good. Take my hand up. That's good.
When I come up and try and put.
Couple minutes.
I still got one. Yeah, still got one. It's slowing down. You're right, yeah. It's still going. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Bring it back. So one thing that was going here, which was quite good, was rather than trying to stay square on your back to try and pull in, he was coming to the side a little bit. So he's trying to come in over this way and pass. Yeah, so passing their hands to one side, you can start to bring my weight forward. It brings my head down a little bit. If I'm here, my head is up, my hips are under, like we said, I've got pretty good posture. As soon as my pillars, these start to turn, to move side to side or open, so if you just hold my elbows open, now my pillars are compromised. And he can start to try and like pull me in with his legs, and he'll break my posture. So these are big things. Where I place my hand and using them as structure. Yeah, back to that alignment principle of structure. Yeah, I've got good strong base with my legs, structure, and then posture by tucking my hips under. I've got pretty good posture as well. So I've got pretty good alignment. Yeah, to keep this here. If any of the or two out of the three of these is ruined, then my alignment is ruined. Yeah. Okay. Standing, same thing. If I can keep a hand in the center, this stops him from being able to sit up. Personally, I like to grab the gi and have both collars in one hand here. Okay, and then I will look to control one arm. The reason I control one arm, yeah, which you found out, is if I start to stand here, he can hook underneath, so underhook one leg here. And then he starts to pull, and he can put pressure on my knee to make me sit. Yeah? I can stop this, or I can do my best to stop this by controlling one arm. Yeah? So if I start to control one arm, and I stand, now I've got this arm controlled, it's harder. He can still go for it in this leg, but I'm ready for it. I'm ready for it. Now I can start to come in and get my leg back. Yeah? Okay. Let me just show you one little thing. Once you stood, and we talked about rotation and controlling alignment, controlling the posture, and using rotation of the hips. You can use this to open the guard, okay? So once I've stood here, if I'm struggling to get my leg back, look, I can start to twist my knee into his hip to start opening the leg up. As soon as the legs are open, I'm not just going to be like, okay, cool, the legs are open, stand square. Legs are open, I'll back away from him and get one leg in, get my pressure on him. Okay?
Doesn't matter what way he's got his feet crossed, to which way he's standing.
Shouldn't do. Let's try. So you got this way? Yeah. If I come up. Good? Yeah. No. It's the hip movement that's opening the legs. Yeah? You can feel, I think, a lot of the time.
I'm seeing the one where you prise off.
Yes.
Above the knee.
Yes.
If they're hooked under, you prise
down.
Yeah, I've seen that. That's
if it's hooked over the top, you can do that lock. Key lock. What's it called? Key lock open or something.
Where you
go underneath.
Oh, okay, to come up with like as a stack pass, where you come over and control.
Go
yes, and up and over.
Over your head.
Yeah.
Key lock. I
I don't know.
But yeah, that depends on whether they've got that.
It depends on the orientation of the legs of which one you're going to go for. But again, yeah, if you pressure down and stand on the hips, the legs a lot of time will open anyway, because if I can keep the hips pressured down and then I stand back, those legs are open anyway because I'm creating space between the hips. Yeah? Okay? All right, cool. Let's change this up a little bit then. Person on the bottom. I want you to try and get to a high guard. Yeah, a high guard. So we were here. A high guard is when I've got the posture broken and I've got one leg high on the back and the other leg over the shoulder. Okay, a high guard. So the one leg over the shoulder, locked up, the other one high on the back, posture is slightly broken. Okay, so this is the position I want you to get into. Okay, you're going to start with the posture broken. Here, so you're going to start here. I want you to try and get your legs up into a high guard position. think about angles. Yeah, think about using angles. I don't want you to try and stay square because it can be quite difficult, okay? So you might have to crawl up the person using angles, okay? The person here, all you're going to try and do is try and stand. Yeah, try and stand again. We'll do one round of this and then we're going to look at some passing. Okay, cool. So from here, I've got to try and get to this position where I've got one leg over the shoulder, one leg high on the back, the other person's trying to stand. Cool, good. Let's do it a couple of times, get to the position a couple of times so you know where you want to go to, and then we'll go from there, and then play it from there. Cool? Let's go, 1, 2, 3. Yes. Try and come over just to one side of it with your head. Move your head and your body. Yeah, your head and your body in line. Yes.
Oh, I see what you mean.
That's it, yeah. That's it. That's the position.
From where it was before, yeah. You're gonna have to like find yourself over. This is like before
Yes, try and like maybe like put my head down. Alright, so do your best to do the first
I'm just like more trying.
you use your legs to move your head. Okay, time. Good work.
We're finding it like quite hard to keep both arms in.
Yeah, I end up
Really
going.
slipping out, obviously going
Well, you
and small as a
keep
triangle.
it up on a triangle, but the idea is that you put one high. So
That's what I said. I keep getting myself more one in, one out.
Yeah.
triangles.
So I'm here. All I'm looking to try and do is just step over one side. Yeah, so if I can, look, I could push and then just get this. If I can get this high, I can just
So you're angling more than kind of.
yeah. So this is the idea. Is to set up an armbar from here. Yeah, this is a really good way. Like you said, you guys have figured out that if the arm passes, if you do end up passing the arm, yes, you have to find. Yeah.
I think what was that happening, we were going to go pushing off the hip,
Yeah.
then the person started falling.
Right, yeah,
So
they were like
then
coming out
the
here.
arm's
The arm's
gone.
gone, yeah. So maybe think about trying to keep the head and posture low to keep in this control. As soon as the head pops up, it's quite difficult to get this, right? Because as soon as I start coming out here, you've got, and I can't keep this head, right? You really need to find ways of keeping this control here, yeah? So if we then go from here, I'm control. I have to keep the posture open. And that's the key, keeping that posture open the whole time, especially. Yeah. So the fight is pretty much you box out, I break. Yeah. Cool. Alright. Check. And then I want to do a little bit of passing. So we come here. I've got this high guard position. I've got to keep his posture broken the whole time. And this is what we were just saying, is that if I can keep his posture broken the whole time, then I can start working my way up to this. If as soon as I allow him to get his head up, I have to really start trying to break again to get this down. I can't, it's very difficult for me to just start coming up here and start coming up without bringing his head down. Yeah, I can't get this leg over the shoulder very easily, okay? The reason for this is this sets up arm bars very, very easily from underneath, yeah? It's very easy for me to pass the head and then drive the head down and break the arm, okay? All right? But like what you were saying is correct. He has to try and square me up before he can start to do anything. He has to free this arm, get back to a sort of almost neutral position before he can stand. If you're very good at keeping that angle, it makes things a lot more difficult for him. Start coming in here. But what happens? Well, he gets desperate. He gets desperate. He's like, I've got to stand, I've got to stand, I've got to stand. So he stands. So he just starts to stand. He gives me the arm. He gives me the arm. Because he's pushing me down, pushing himself up, pushing his hips in the air, extending his arm, he gives me the arm bar. Yeah? So when in this position, if you get caught here, I would say, be patient. Think about what you're doing. If you're here and you think, I've got to pass, I've got to pass, I've got to pass, I've got to do something, I've got to stand up, you're likely to fall into their trap, okay? All right, but if you focus on, I need to free my shoulder, he starts to free his shoulder, then he starts to square me up. That's a different game, yeah? Okay, it's just things to think about from there, all right? Okay, one person standing, one person on their back. I'm going to start in this position here with one foot in the middle, all right? Person on top, you have to pass their legs and get to either chest to chest, to the mount being his position where I'm sitting on his hips, yeah? Or chest to back with seatbelt grip or collar grip, yeah? So either chest to back, mount, sitting on his hips, or side control, chest to chest, yeah? But you are only allowed to get past his legs on the outside of his legs. You're not allowed to go in between. Okay, you have to go around the outside of his legs. Okay, you can start one leg. You can high step to move. I don't mind. Yeah, but you've got to try and get past the legs. Let's add a constraint into this. The person on their back is not allowed to use their hands. So you have to try and keep the guard, but you can only use your legs. You cannot use your hands. Okay, cool. Person on top is going to have some fun trying to pass those guards. Should be able to find some good movements to get around to get past those guards. Okay, let's go. 1, 2, 3. So one person standing, one leg in the middle. One leg in the middle. Person on top, you've got to pass on the outside. You're not allowed to go in between, not allowed to go through the legs. Person on your back, you cannot use your hands. Base on your elbows. Okay, so I'm going to try and pass around the outside. This one on your hands and which one
Oh, yeah. Which one's gone?
Straight into the middle and legs.
I heard people today.
Yeah, we have those legs.
It's 20 kg if you want me to.
Clouds roll in, but the hearts stay bright. We
Sorry, yeah, one leg.
into the night. Drifting high, no need to try. Feeling the rhythm, just touching the sky. 420 ways to ease the mind. Let the world fade, we on island time. We drifted high, no need to try. Feeling the rhythm, just touching the sky. 420
Yeah, go straight up. Because you get straight in, you lose a lot of space. I will go straight up, get solid, solidify what you've done.
Yeah, it's my hands.
Well, you're going to try and find ways to get this leg.
Now you've got a good friend. Yeah. So now if I start driving in, you can bring this leg back up. You're back. Yeah. So this is where I'm doing with you, is just looking around some places. If I can. Yeah. Doing a good job. Just getting my feet off. No, you're already inside. So from here now, rolling over. Yeah, that's good. But you want to do this way quick. Keep rolling. Keep rolling. Keep rolling.
But yeah, no, you're right. So if I want to blend it so that the person on the bottom is attacking, but if I say like, all right, just pass, I guarantee you people will just do this. Try and pass like this. I want people to try and pass from standing and explore outside and inside passing and then blending the two. But we were just talking about if you're a good guard passer, I think outside passing is a very, very strong way of passing the guard. But one, it's very energetic, and two, it can be quite difficult to deal with, especially if a person's going from side to side to side to side to side. Yeah. If you watch Oliveira's at the weekend, his outside passing was incredible. Like it was just out and out. But we will then go inside passing, so you've got the knee in and you can pass through the legs. Once you can start blending the two, then you're going to be difficult for anyone to pass the guard. And I was just explaining, like the reason why we want to do that is because the only position for me to really be effective in attacking is a guard on my back. So if I'm on my back, I have to be in a guard to start attacking, to sweep, to start and get on top. If I'm in any other position, I'm generally defending, generally. There are exceptions, buggy chokes, as we've seen. But you can't rely on that, especially if you've got little limbs like me, all right? But if you're in a guard, you're dangerous. Yeah, so if you're good at passing guard, you've taken away the ability of someone being able to actually start doing anything, right? So we can start blending outside and inside passing, which is kind of what I want to play with as well. I'm trying to build that up over these next few weeks, playing with that. Everyone cool? Any comments, any questions? No? Okay, cool. Let's do a few 3-minute rounds then, and we'll call it a night. Okay, 1, 2, 3.
Me walk on the shoreline, chalice in my palm. Numb the breeze, on the herb, all I calm. Salt in the air, but my soul feel clean. Me a reason with the sea over heights unseen. My foot them bare, but me head elevate. Every job prior, me now move with hate. My spirit full up like coconut cup. Me sip from Jah creation, give thanks. Full up, me no chase Babylon, me no chase gold. Me chase wisdom where the ancients hold. Every little puff come with reverence deep. Me not just smoke, me meditate and keep me sight. The waves them chant like storm. Every crest and fall, a natural bomb. Me inhale life, exhale sin. Jah kingdom start from deep within. 420 coastline, breezing on me chest. Vital flame burn clean, me soul at rest. Me burn the fire for the most high name. One herb, one eye, one eternal flame. Me no need no crown, me no need no fame. Me there with your works, not man game. My heart on drum, my thought on breeze. My whole silence like ancient trees.